So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Minnesota coming back out here on offense, Charles. I want to ask you more about that Week 2 tie, though, that you called against them in Green Bay. What do you take away from that game long term?
Frustration for both sides because it was a tie. Both had their opportunities. But we're talking about Week 2, and we're just going to kind of overlook it, I think, at this time. It'll be interesting when we get around Week 13, Week 14, as the playoff picture comes into full focus, where this tie will rank and what implications it might actually have on both of these teams trying to get into the playoffs.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Mark Barron coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Anthony Barr. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Go ahead.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, good move. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They pitch it out to Cook, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. On first down, gone. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first and 10, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we got a second here after that incompletion. Let's have a little fun. I know you saw Ryan Fitzpatrick's get up in the post-game press conference after week 2.
We're not talking about the beard this time.
No, well, that was part of the ensemble.
We're talking about the trappings, aren't we?
How about that, Alvin? Those were Deshaun Jackson's clothes, is that right?
Understanding clothes, jewelry, shades, the whole deal.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level.
And a loose football. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
Tiger. Start left here.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Hey, 5. Start left here. Go inside.
Now it's gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 50, it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, we've got to talk about the ties that we've seen in weeks 1 and 2. Everyone was talking about the Steelers-Browns week 1, Charles, but week 2 we saw another. The game that you had, Vikings and Packers.
Yeah, and do you know something? They tied at 29. You know, it's the first time teams have tied with the score 29-29 in NFL history, so another little oddity that you throw in there. But I think the common characteristic between the Vikings, Packers, and the Steelers-Browns from week 1, kicking. The kicking game got both games really affected in a big way. The Browns could have won, had a field goal blocked. The Vikings could have won, their field goal kicker missed 3. And Mason Crosby, the Packers, made 1. But the Vikings have called timeout.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A first down throw for Cousins. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
They'll throw again. Cousins. That'll be complete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
We're good. We're good. 11. 2. Cut. 180.
A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 84 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Weil now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley, finding some room at midfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. The tackle there by John Johnson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.